You are the oracle and the void. We are stepping with this Venus transmission that I received again in the middle of the night. I've been getting these downloads, these channels, okay, to share with you all here. So I am so grateful. And we're stepping into one of my favorite portals right now because it is really me. And that is Pisces energy, 12th house energy, Neptunian, Jupiterian energy here, okay? The infinite ocean of consciousness, Pisces. And the unseen void, really, where all physical reality originates, right? 0D before the 1D, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 0D, that void, honey, okay? We're stepping into there right now. And the simple fact that you, especially feminine, as a woman, as a female here, okay, you are directly connected to that. You are a reflection of it here in the 3D. You are the void materialized, okay? So you're not meant to be this laborer, this physical laborer in your own kingdom, okay, in your own empire. You are meant to be the muse. You are the muse. You are the visionary. You are the oracle queen. And your authority comes from your ability to tune in to that unseen frequency, actually. You don't have the authority because you wear this, boss babe attire and you've got the office with the view and, the numbers in your bank account, or that is not what, or the title that says CEO or some plaque on your door, right, at your corporate office. You wear the authority, or the authority comes, okay, from your ability to tune into the unseen frequency of what you want, and to be bold and firm and uncompromising in your decisiveness with God, which God wants you to do. All right. And allow God, allow the universe and the masculine, the architects, right, to bring the physical structure into alignment with your frequency. That is the divine feminine essence. All right. So, how do we command the unseen, Sydney? We return to what I talked about in the last Venus message. And if you're in my IntoMeiSee master course, you know this as well. We talk about it in one of the temples there. Cancer. Interesting, I just said Cancer. Leo, 5th house, inner child energy, okay? That is that we return to the heart space. All right? The purity here and the power of having a vivid, specified, and detailed imagination, okay? So I challenge you right now, actually, to recognize that your imagination is not some escape, okay? It is not, it is childlike, but it's not childish in the sense that, has been totally projected, the meaning, behind childlike or childish, like here in this material world and reality, right, of our society. It is your divine blueprinting tool, your imagination. And I talked about that in the last Venus message. Go watch as well, okay? The universe does not respond, God does not respond to vague request. It responds to, or confusion. God is not confusion, right? That's not God. God is exact, and God responds, and the universe responds to your exactness, your sensory clarity. So when you sit in the dark and feel, and I mean the dark like you're just sitting there closing your eyes, you're getting into your senses, okay, really your body here, your soma, right? And your desires that are pure, right? Your vivid imagination, detailed imagination, you get into that explicit detail, the texture, the atmosphere, the scent, the emotional resonance, and the dynamics, right, that are happening in your what you see and how it makes you feel in your body. And when we're talking about your desired man, your desired husband here, honey, you know, what's the air feel like when you're resting in his presence? All right. How does he talk to you? What are the kind of things he says? What do you do together? Where are you at together? Right? How does he speak to you? What does he smell like? Okay, what are the colors of his eyes and how does it feel in your body when you look into them? What is the deep, unshakable security of his provision and how it turns him on and gives him pleasure to provide and protect, right? When you're outside in public and he grabs your hand because you're crossing a huge street. All right. How does it feel in your body? What does it do to you? So when you feel this so intensely and your physical body starts to shift in that moment that you're tapped in, you feel it. You're no longer asking, you're demanding, you're staking your claim, you're occupying the timeline where that already exists. So I talk about this in the last Venus message too, that this is where your ability really to tap into this power, this true power, true authority that you have as the feminine here in the 3D, it will truly be the art really of absolute unbothered receptivity will truly be reflected back to you, your capacity for that. And your true feminine essence will be reflected back to you really only in your relationship with a man. There will be nothing else like it reflecting that back to you. That's how God designed it, babe. So once that vision is set, once the decisiveness is there, the decision and burpings confirmation is made with God, you don't need to figure it out. You don't need to say, okay, what's the strategy? What's the next step that I take here in the physical? What's the effort? No. The how belongs to God. It belongs to the masculine, the architect that is assigned to build for you. Your job is to sit back, to anchor yourself in that radiance. Hold your posture, hold your vision, hold the feeling, the sensations. And when something or someone comes along that you didn't say, that it is not a match with what you presented, right, to those architects and said, I want this and I want this, my house, that you're building from scratch. I want this there and I want this, that, and they bring you something else and you're like, no, that's not, no, this. No, I want this. That's your only job when it comes to the effort, when it comes to the physical doing. All right. Sitting back is not passive. It's not weak. It is a state, an active state of high expectation. Okay? When you sit back in this high expectation, you expect God's clear, unmistakable signal for you to move. It will arrive. You will discern and recognize it. Okay? And until then, your power is in your stillness. Your power is in your ability to frequently, right, tap into this frequency All right. So, some of you as well, I talked about this in the last Venus message. You've gotten that signal to move. God has given you the signal to move as it pertains to the love, the envisioned husband that you're so clearly and vividly, imagining. You've gotten the signal, and it's time to move. Okay? That's why it's being repeated. That's why you're finding me here in this message and hearing what I'm saying to you right now, because you need to move. Some of you might, and I talked about that in the last one too, you might need to physically relocate. Get out of your comfort zone of, well, maybe the next thing in my business. No. Okay? So, we're going to get into some tarot and oracle here because I feel it coming through. Look, we have Pisces energy. The hanged, ooh, you see it? It's kind of bright today. I don't know what's going on. The hanged man. This is the hanged man. Let's get into it and see what comes through today. What was affirmed, in terms of what I already said, or some more information that we receive through these cards here. What's happening with that today? It's so bright. Whatever. It's the Hierophant. Marriage, union, divine order, divine signal. Yeah. All right, what do we have here for this feminine collective tuning into this Venus message as it pertains to them being the oracle and the void here in this 3D world, realm, container? Thank you. The Devil is the first card out, with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. You are hesitating. You're hesitating and you're blocked, which is showing up as the hesitation. You're blocked by this idea. It's what I was talking about before of it's false. It's a false concept and a false belief. It's conditioning that you have to physically do instead of being. For what you desire as a woman, as a feminine, it's going to be reflected through your being. It's not your doing. You're not a man. Yeah. Nine of Swords underneath the Lovers. Anxiousness. I'm hearing strategy, like a constant trying to strategize, a constant, some of you, you're dreaming about this, waking up in the middle of the night. You're not experiencing that which you desire. Five of Cups, disappointment in relationships, connection, as it pertains to love, right? Partnership, dating, perhaps. But it's because you need to move. Some of you, I'm telling you, you physically need to move and relocate. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords, in order to receive that legacy, that, clear, detailed, vivid image that you have as it pertains to your home life with your man, for your marriage, what you're building together here. You physically need to move. Some of you across waters, across seas, to a new country here. Travel is very significant. What else here? Ten of Wands. I'm hearing the blockage is clearing. Okay, yeah. Ten of Wands. The fork in the road is being removed. The fork in the road is being removed. It's you. You have been your own fork in your own pathway, right? Blocking the pathway with that fork here. It's being removed. It's cleared because you have clarity. Ace of Swords is clarity. It's also truth. It's also truth here. You're being honest with yourself. The Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You're coming back into balance here. I'm hearing also of your inner feminine and inner masculine, because you haven't realized, but you've been more leaning in the masculine. I'm hearing the doing, right? Instead of leaning into the feminine magic, that oracle that you are, and trusting that. You're being honest with yourself about that now. I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah. Yep. To receive what it is that God has been trying to give you and has signaled to you that, yeah, it's time to move. Okay. I have this to give you. I'm hearing I have this to give you. You need to move. Get out of your own way. Get out of God's way of your blessing as it pertains to love. I'm hearing especially. This is not about work. This is not about career. Okay. For some of you, that is a little bit a part of it, but I'm just getting love especially, which has been a theme lately. These cards are so intense. The Devil, the Ten of Wands. Now we have the Five of Wands coming out. Some of you, this is doubt from other people. It's projections from other people, which is also why you have to move. You have to move out of these environments that exude and radiate. I don't care how much money, these other women have, your friends, that doesn't mean that they are on their highest timeline here. Okay? Not all money is the same, right? It's an energy, the vibration of it. And I feel that these people are in lack. These environments are exuding lack as it pertains to love. It's giving like solo, like, I don't know, I just heard solo dolo. What? That's like, if you know, you know. But I just heard that, and it's just this energy of like, Five of Swords. It's like all in your head. It's, you're blocking it yourself. There's an energy of like running out of time here. I'm running out of time. I'll just be single. I don't need a man. Like, that's energy. Doomsday, like that cloud there, right? But if you just flip that mug over, it's gonna be the sunshine. That's right. Yeah. Wow, this is really showing me that there's such an energy of lack in your environment when it comes to love here. You're judging, this is judgment, it in such a way that is like insecurities, right, rooted in the past, disappointments in love. But look what's underneath that. I mean, I literally can't make this up. The King and Queen of Pentacles. This is a partner who matches your highest frequency, your highest timeline, as it pertains to your money, as it pertains to love, as it pertains to your capacity here. Okay? So, but you're stuck on what other people are doing, thinking. Three of Cups in the Four of Cups, this again, it's like those friendships, the other connections with other women. Okay. One more. Oops. Move this a bit. There we go. Hesitation on the Chariot. Yeah. You guys know you have to move. You're hesitating to move. Some of you like physically relocate. Oh, too many. Too many. One, please. Okay. Wow, it keeps going out multiple. So, fine. We have the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Cups. Yeah. Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands. I mean, that's how it goes in the deck. This first, then this. It's like you have a clarity, right? Passion, the feeling, the sensations inside of yourself are lit up. All right. You're in the frequency. And then now you have to make a decision. Two of Wands, in terms of your path, in terms of your environment, in terms of where you go next. And it could be a decision also about these connections, these friends with the Three of Cups here, your environment. Yeah. Moving homes, I'm hearing really for many of you. Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, new home, new life, because it's going to support with the Four of Wands here also this marriage, this union, this love. Okay? But you have to make a decision. Two of Swords. You're not really actually confused. You know what you want. You have to put yourself first. You have to be selfish. And I think you're afraid to do that with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. When I say, be selfish, the Nine of Pentacles can also be like someone who's single, independent, not looking for, the connection, the relationship, not really open to it. But you need to embrace this energy here in terms of being selfish about your emotional fulfillment and desires with the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. And go on, go forward with the Chariot. Go on. No matter if you cannot see exactly what's on the other side, but you have been signaled by God, I'm hearing by the Lord for some of you, to move, to take the next step. And you will get what you desire. Divine order, justice here. Okay? But it's going to come from putting yourself first, your heart first. Okay? Not your mind, not your ego. All right? Not your business. Your business is fine. Your business is fine. All right? I'm also getting here that there's somebody like on the way to you. Interesting. I feel like getting more tarot. Let's get that. Can you tell us about that? The Sun. Could be a Leo. But this is really someone who, look, the Magician, the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very successful already, financially, in their business, with their empire that they've built, and also with tapping into their divinity as well, with the Magician here and using that. All right. Wow, they're going to make you really happy with the Sun. Yeah. Anything else here about this person coming through? Eight of Cups. I'm getting that this is their energy and yours. With the Eight of Cups, it's like you're both walking away from what's no longer serving you in terms of connections, relationships, environments, and you're leveling up. Like you see how they're walking up the stairs, leveling up, moving on to the Nine of Cups, that wish fulfillment. You're putting yourself first, your desires first, the clarity that you have, again, that sensory clarity of how you want to feel. Putting yourself first. Making the decision here. Both of you are doing this. It's like you're reflecting each other. But you're also being instructed here to go ahead and do that. to take action on what your inner child has been signaling to you that you want. It's actually meant for you. She imagined it, as I talked about in the last Venus message, and it was not some like escape, right? It was a tool, it was information about what you're actually meant to have and receive and experience here. And she's guiding you. One more. And the Hanged Man. There's that Hanged Man, the Pisces energy. Change your perspective and your approach as it pertains to manifesting, as it pertains to receiving, getting here what you desire in the material realm, the reality. Change your perspective and your approach because you're the oracle. Change it. And change your perspective, some of you too, about men, about the masculine. Okay, with the Emperor here. Because you haven't experienced that man who, I'm hearing like can hold your abundance. Okay. Can hold the oracle that you are and the abundance of that, the power within that. Yeah. You're having a tower moment as it pertains to this. So the Ten of Swords and the Tower. This is wrapping up, this is ending this doubt, this way of thinking, right? Because it's so polluted by the past experiences and external projections. No more. You're this Empress now. You've been it, and you're recognizing it now. And I'm here to tell you to use that. Use it. Let's wrap this up with some oracle cards. Let's do this one first. Look at that. You are needing to be who you really are. Show yourself as you really are, it says. Okay, as you really are, which was revealed to you when you were a child, when you were that little girl, right? Through her imagination, as I said. Through the desires, the dark desires that you have about what you want to experience. Be that now, embody that now, and you will experience also kind of like a warding off, right? Naturally of the people, the places, the opportunities, all of it that are not meant for you, and a magnetism to that which really is. When you really be that now. It's a part of the bigger picture, the bigger vision that God has had and has for this realm. With Atlantis here, you can't see it. But it says, believe in the bigger vision. Okay? And what is true for you. It's a part of that, as I talked about also in the last Venus message. We're here to be fruitful and multiply. We're not just here to exist, right, in these bodies and, accumulate and acquire the material things. That is also, multiplication here. But it's more than that. It's reproduction, yeah, in terms of children. And it's also what you more powerfully will channel and birth, together with this partner than you could on your own. You could never, honey. You could never do alone what you could do with the right man. I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. Yeah. Tap into your Lilith energy. I'm also hearing here what your Lilith sign is, how to embody that. All right. You can, inquire about it if you'd like in a 15-minute Empire alignment session, which is in the description box below. And that will lead you perhaps to the next thing, like the IntoMeiSee blueprint and master course, and any other of the other offerings that might be meant for you. It's supporting you in this next leg and phase, flowing into it instead of forcing or resisting in terms of your journey. All right. So that is your Venus message, and I will see you in the next one.